Good evening. I'm Maven of the Eventide. Welcome back to Vampire Playthroughs.
And we're playing Swansong. I am Porv.
You actually introduced yourself the first time.
I remembered. No, I started going off on a tangent and I was like, wait, it's me.
Yes! And I'm not going to have to edit this. It's fine. It's fine just the way it is.
It's perfectly fine the way it is. Poo poo pee pee. Caca.
Just for that, I'm not going to edit it out. I'm going to leave it in. All right. Last we left, both Emem and Caleb were being sent to Long Island, which apparently there is a Long Island in Boston. It's called Long Island. And I think they're being set up because they weren't told that the other is going. Neither knows that the other is going. And they're both like, can't I have any help? Can't I have some backup? And they're like, no, you have to go on your own. But the prince wants Emem to trick the anarchs into helping them so that they can be cannon fodder, so that the anarchs will get killed as a distraction so that Emem can go in and spy and do her thing.
Classy.
We don't know what's up with Leisha yet. I'm assuming we're going to find that out now. After reporting on the situation, Emem, Leisha, and Caleb offer the prince their services once again.
So we just finished Caleb's mission?
That was the previous time. Yes, his mission is done.
Okay. Now we're just starting Emem?
No. They're each getting set up. So Caleb got set up, Emem got set up, and now we're going to do Leisha get set up.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Leg gel. Need to pick up some more of that at the store.
So Emem is going to go off on her mission. This is really dark. Is it supposed to be this dark?
Well, yeah, it's a spooky vampire game.
I literally can't see anything. Like,
well, I think you're just in like a dark elevator thing. Look up at the preview window. That'll help. Oh, yeah, it's ambience.
Sorry, Miss Lewis. The prince is holding an audience.
I know. I was just in there. Audience with
what,
who?
Hostages?
Audience, he said.
Let my audience go.
Emem, there you are.
I wasn't supposed to tell her anything.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Sworn to secrecy.
Everyone's got their priorities, I guess. It's not like I've been waiting for hours.
Oh, please. You're always asking for more space. You're going to complain about me giving you space now?
Yes, I was just
I'm
kidnapped.
sorry, I hoped for a little bit of support from you.
By witches.
You haven't asked for any since you threw me out of your life.
I mean, that is true.
Excuse me?
Emem
What
sounds
are you talking about?
really entitled right now.
We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Emem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Did I lose my memory?
Yeah.
What? Did those witches make me lose my memory?
I don't know. Or were you just sort of
Come on,
there for 30 years?
Tell me what's going on.
No, because it's still the night.
Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that we... I mean... You know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been
Once again,
30
see the flames
years?
of an old romance
More or
kindle
less.
anew.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
Aww. Well, since I'm here, I might as well tell her about the memories. I just can't tell her about my mission to go to the island.
I'm just really impressed with this shot that they have here, like this sort of pseudo silhouette. I'm so enamored with it.
This game can be really pretty. at
Yeah,
times.
but sometimes just by mistake.
When I was there, with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborne meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
Well, yes. Yeah, make a choice in the conversation.
I mean, it's been so long since we did her mission. I don't remember this. Like, this is... You know, I know we don't play it that often, but I'm usually pretty good at remembering things, and this just seems really disjointed. Because we
Not
didn't...
the Swansong.
I saw my attack with the knights.
My attack?
I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
Now you know why they
I
broke
won't
up.
tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Tone of this conversation is
you.
just all over the
Thank
map.
you for sharing
Yeah.
that with me.
Like, no, I'm not telling you anything. I'm so
Sharing
sorry
what?
you had to go through that.
And it's like, are you going to tell the audience what it is? Like the player? Do I get to know?
It's like, yeah,
Because
we're here too.
those memories are completely out of context for me too. Like I have no idea.
I'm sorry. I've got to go. I need to take some time to process all of this.
All of what?
The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
So do I not
God's
remember?
sake, Emem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Oh yeah, comes the lady who would not
Personally,
tell me
I've
anything.
never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Do I remember
Unlike
Hazel?
me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
So tell me.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
No wonder we broke up.
You tease. She said too much.
Why did I piss her off? Like that doesn't make sense.
No, none of this makes sense. But it's okay. It's Swansong.
I don't
should be used
remember
to
that
this.
we broke up, but I remember the rest of the 30 years. Like I remember the you know.
It's a very plot convenient amnesia.
But why is it convenient? Like what's it for?
So we can have this particular scene that just goes nowhere.
But see, do I remember the red alert that I was on the mission to deal with in the first place? Do I remember everything that happened at the party? Do I remember all of
No,
that?
you remember everything except for the fact that you guys broke up, apparently.
Which is important for.
Because the plot says so.
And what was the attack? Like, was the attack what broke us up? What's? I am so confused.
Wait, is she
Fine.
talking about the attack when she got
I'll
kidnapped
just
at the
make your life
Warlock's
miserable
place?
until you spill the beans.
No, they made her remember an
Seriously?
attack.
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
What does it matter? We're broken up.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything
Is
she's
Hilda
not sure
telling
she'll
her what
benefit
she was
from,
withholding?
which means
Did she
she's
give
got
up that
ways to
easily?
make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed.
No, I have to go on a
Promise
mission.
me you'll be
Not
careful.
rest.
I'll try.
Okay, so I'm confused. If our hunger says 0, does that mean we have 0 hunger? Or does
Yeah, that
mean we
means
have
we're
0?
A-okay. Yeah, the more ticks we have in the purple, the
I
worse
could
off
use
we
a
are.
nap.
And when it reaches full, we go beastie.
So Caleb should have eaten then.
I guess. But then conversely, like the blue ones, you know, we run out of those, though we're full there, that's good, but being full in purple is bad.
So it said I need to explore around here. I haven't really been in here before. This is a cool little... What is that? Is that like a fireplace? Does fire come out of there? What is that?
It looks like a gas fire thing. What is it with rich people and bare concrete? I don't get it.
Minimalism. It's easier to animate.
Nail on the head. No wonder they always put these
Sufang.
games in like fancy
I didn't know that
penthouses.
Caleb's protege was such a big deal.
If they put this in like a standard middle class house, there'd just be like too much clutter and carpets and wall decorations.
Alcohol. Ugh. I always hated that smell.
Pinch your nose.
Look closer.
Alcohol.
Oh.
Ugh. I always hated that smell.
Zhu Fang?
Oh, so she's on the magazine.
Caleb's protege was such a big deal.
I was like, why is she a big deal? Because she was on the magazine.
So what are we searching for exactly?
I don't really know. Like, okay. So there's my goals. I'm going to say so. Leave the court and go to see the Boston Anarchs. Keep exploring the place before leaving. Come on, stop. Take the elevator in April Bosley's office to go to the prince's apartment. Why do I have to do that?
So keep exploring the place. Got it.
This place or the Anarch's place? Like, which place is
I
it
guess
talking
this
about?
place. She said it was like, this is your last chance to find something. So let's go find something.
So where's April Bosley's office? So I can go to the prince's apartment. Do I want to like snoop around in her apartment? So I don't need to go to their
So whenever anybody like moves apartments, do they have to like make a whole new bronze plaque for that?
Yep.
That seems really wasteful.
Is this where we have our council meetings?
Nope. Dumb as a rock. It's a book.
Notes from the Convention of Thorns.
Never heard of it.
A book about alchemy? That's a weird thing to keep.
Why? Why is that weird? We're vampires. On the London Court. Okay, we're gonna learn about London Court. Based on the most recent information available, we can draw the following conclusions. Although no official census was ever attempted at the turn of the millennium, it was commonly believed that there were many more than 200 vampires living in the greater London area. The city's massive size made it relatively easy for newcomers to come and seek their fortune while hiding from the court. As a deterrent, kindred who were not registered with the London court were considered to be fair game for the Scourge and other bounty hunters who could practice diablerie. The practice often deterred newcomers, as it had come to involve even the upper echelons of the London Camarilla. Indeed, Queen Anne herself was a practitioner of diablerie, and for a long time she took every opportunity to claim the blood of undesirables. Diablerie is when you drink another vampire's blood.
Oh, okay.
It's
I thought it was like
considered
a root of Diablo, so it was like Satanism or something?
I mean, it is considered like really evil to do. So that's why they...
In vampire world?
Yeah.
He's bad.
Yeah.
He's bad.
In 2008, mortals reported an uptick in forensic anomalies, including bodies that temporarily appeared dead. At the same time, the same report was made by a team in charge of a human trafficking case. Thus, these new anatomical suspects were referred to as the infected. It is believed today that this information, which is the most recent in our possession, has been cross-checked by several structures in the county, but must not have been taken seriously by Queen Anne. Were they vampires? Like, the infected of what? Like, is this referencing something I should already know about?
Yeah, maybe this is like a deep, what's the word I'm looking for? Deep cut lore.
Well, I remember them talking about London before London's fall, like, and how London fell, and that was a thing. And this London fell the following year, as did Vienna. Nothing more was heard of them overnight. So maybe the infected, like, destroyed the London Camarilla or something in Vienna. There are no kindred left to tell us what happened. Communications have been cut off since then, as they are too risky. The story of the fall of London gives us hope that mortals believe they have finished us off. Until then, the Camarilla must build an even stronger and more robust masquerade.
So is this just like flavor text, or does this have like meaning towards...
I don't know. They've referenced the fall of London several times, so I'm guessing it might be plot relevant. Like maybe the whole thing that happened at the party is related to the fall of London. Prestige on thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy is what was done to me to make me lose my memories and stuff.
Oh.
Also known as blood sorcery, this discipline combines vitae and mortal sorcery. There are no known limits to this type of rituals created by the Tremere or their fields of application. We will focus here on the different branches of the science, which is not exhaustive because few can testify to the secrets of the blood witches. I thought they were the warlocks, like make up your mind. How many nicknames do they have? The path of blood, where the powers of vitae can be manipulated. The ritual, where thaumaturgical formulas with innumerable effects are invented and jealously guarded.
It's a very short treatise. Wait, how is that entire book only 2 sentences? No.
Annals on the First Inquisition. How morbid.
We know about the Second Inquisition, the SI. They're the bad guys that keep attacking. I don't know much about the First Inquisition. Excerpt from the history of the Boston Camarilla. Oh, it's our origin story. The first kindred in Boston were Madeline Coventry, a Tremere elder from the Winchester Chantry in 1635. Shortly after that, the Blue Bloods settled in the city and ruled the entire Massachusetts colony, after driving out the Thaumaturges. The Brewhog, Gangrel, and Malkoff families took control of the city during the American Revolution in 1783. Are you woohooing the Gangrel?
Yay, Gangrel representation.
There was much confusion regarding the distribution of power, and the Tremere returned to the city and created the Boston Chantry. This was also a time when the Sabbat, active in Maine, began to attack Camarilla settlements throughout the Boston area. The Tremere chantries of Boston and Salem competed for dominance for almost half a century before the Salem colony was overtaken by the Sabbat in 1831. The children of Malkov took advantage of the turmoil and seized power in 1825. Quentin King III became prince of the city until his death in 2014, having supposedly given it to the Beckoning. Quentin King had to contend with the machinations of the Sabbat, the powerful Giovanni in Boston, and the British settlers who vied for his position. More than a century of secret alliances were formed to pit one group against the other and eventually defeat them by tearing each other apart. The prince kept the Sabbat horde at bay, in part by accepting the British support of William Biltmore. A number of American vampires who were unhappy with the British presence created the Kindred of Liberty to oppose colonization, and in Hartford and New Haven, resistance was organized under the name of the Gemini League. I feel like we've heard of that before.
It was in The Wizard of Oz.
The Beckoning freed the city from the British influence as well as from the control of the children of Malkov. But perhaps the fact that London had not been responding for several years was the reason for the British withdrawal. In any case, Ms. Hazel Iverson, a member of the KOL, naturally rose to the head of the domain, restoring Boston to its former glory, long tarnished by her predecessor's collaboration with London. Boston was once again American, strong, and free.
What was the KOL again?
I have no idea.
I want to say it's like the Kings of Leon for some reason. I don't know why that's in my head.
Is it in our index? KOL. We read about the Beckoning. So we were making an alliance with the Hartford Chantry, but I didn't know there was also a Boston Chantry. What happened to them? Are they not around anymore? We haven't come across him yet, have we? So, nothing on the KOL.
I'll scroll that away for later. I'm sure
It's
it'll
probably
be intensely relevant.
Yet another nickname for a clan. I'm like, how many nicknames do all these clans have? Oh, here we are again.
It's got a dust in here.
So if we go to April Balsley's office, then we can go up to Hazel's apartment, which, do we need to go up to her apartment, or are we just being Snoopy?
I think we're just supposed to be Snoopy, but we're looking for something, but we don't know what it is.
I wonder what happens if I jump down.
Do it. End our miserable lives.
Is this just like a place where you can sit and look at the view?
But there's like windows everywhere. You don't need a special couch in a very inaccessible place.
Like, is there more to this little loft?
Oh no, you're right above that little area where you were with the fire table and stuff.
You're right.
Jump.
I'm just trying to see if there's
You can
like
do it.
a reason I'm up here.
No. None.
Oh no, it won't let me jump. I guess there's a glass wall that I can't see.
Well, I mean, that's pretty true for Swansong. Anything that can lead to any amount of fun, they make sure they cut that out.
Charge, Rory.
I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
Yeah, I told Jar to run, right?
Yes.
All right. Where's April's office?
Well, these are all apartments, so it won't be this way.
Have we been in the red hall before?
I don't know. I like it, though.
Richard Dunham.
Dick Dunham.
Yeah, I guess this is where the other apartments are. Like one wall
Dick
is
Dunham
red.
good.
Hilda. Yeah, that's my sires. And Beryl. Yeah, there's something going on in Beryl's room. Because that's what Caleb was going to find out.
Oh,
And then
poke
he was
around
too
in
late.
Hilda's room. That'll be funny. Sees your sire and all. Maybe we can find out what she was trying to hide from you.
Nah, it's locked.
Well, I think we just put more points into security, like using our blue dots, blue magic dots. Or is
I
that
don't
just for
think
conversation?
when it's red, we can.
Oh.
What's on the second floor? Oh,
I think this. Okay. Where's this taking us? And the LSD kicks in.
What did I turn on? Celerity?
You turned on all right.
Like, it made everything darker.
Oh, good. Now everything's slightly less dark. Just less wibbly.
So that's the prince's
Oh, my collection of giant
office.
coins.
That's where I was before. So the only thing up there is that.
Let's just go to the next like plot point because we have no idea what we're looking for.
Oh, stop. Council quarter, reception hall. Council's quarters, that's where we just were. So reception hall is probably where April's office is, right?
I'd imagine so.
Is April's office the one where the file room was, where they were like shredding all the files?
I don't know.
That was someone's office.
There's a bunch of offices. Well, this is
Okay,
where we
so
started.
that's the Red Lounge.
Yeah.
I think that's the way we went.
It's too slow.
Yeah.
Do you think we have time to just laze around? You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make myself clear?
That's April.
Yes, Miss
Oh,
Boston.
we haven't seen her in
You're
forever.
a good kid, Lazarus. I need a drink. Now, shake a leg.
It's Lazarus's office.
Go talk to April.
Bag.
We haven't talked to her in a while.
All
didn't
right,
give me an
you
option.
heard her. Double time.
Which one's April's office? Kilton.
No, her office was a big one out to the right. Yeah, there she is.
Okay.
I'd better hurry.
For her reasons.
Well, I don't want to get caught, I think.
Or do we need to look at something in her office, or
No,
just
we
take
have
the
to take the
elevator?
elevator to the prince's apartment.
Because of course the one elevator of the prince's apartment has no security on
to
it.
the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog.
See, the exposition fairy told us exactly why.
The swan's nest. I hope it's worth it.
What am I searching for?
I didn't know Hazel was into music.
BFDAC. Can you remember that?
Nope. I'll write it
Big
down.
fat dog ass clown.
Big fat dog ass clown. You got it.
You gonna remember that?
That's my password. How'd you guess?
My dear Dijon, you know the high regard I have for your advice and the even higher value I place on our special arrangement. Oh, he's the one that kept seeming like he wanted to skip town. That's why I asked you to carry out the task we discussed yesterday, a task that you were extremely reluctant to undertake. I appreciate your objections, but the Hartford Chantry is our best option right now. So this letter is before the party. When I say right now, it is because I'm counting on the situation changing. A change yourself would be party to. In the interest of my projects, I cannot reveal the details, especially in writing, but keep in mind that I know where you are from and what your ancestors went through. Hartford is nothing more than a means, a tool. A tool can be replaced. Help me, and when the time comes, I will help you. What did I get?
Business cards. Oh, it's got like a wax seal on the letter and everything. That's
Wait.
fancy. Signet.
So did I ever send that to Deshaun?
Big fat dog ass clown.
You're gonna remember that forever now.
Big fat dog ass clown.
Confidential. Who's this from? Caius Leto. Is he the security guy? I gotta remind myself who these people are. Caius Leto. Yeah, he's security guy. Okay.
Good Caiaphas.
My prince, I have passed you requests for more. What?
Oh, yeah, I think it's supposed to be past your request. Typo.
I have passed your request for more information about Mr. Underwood to Jason Moore. I can only congratulate you for taking such initiative. I've observed a steady increase in Mr. Underwood's contacts with mortals around the globe. Yes, Mr. Underwood is fishy, but he might be a red herring, particularly in South America and India. He was the guy that was into the sugar industry, right?
Think so?
And there's like been a tank in the sugar industry stock, so we know he must be mad. He's very secretive, but he hides his financial transactions better than his contacts. He has a need to control everything at all times and uses every channel at his disposal to keep up with the latest news. Like most blue bloods, he's a workaholic who trusts no one but himself. Since he became Gala Bazori's child, the family business he inherited has grown into a vast, sprawling network that controls the sugar industry, from production to sales. He has often flouted the rules of the masquerade. I suspect he has even gone against many of our principles on several occasions. In any case, without being able to prove it, I wouldn't be surprised. At court, Mr. Underworld is a veritable fox. Someone has a crush. He knows how to increase his influence, especially since Mr. Bazori has taken a step back. In fact, he's the most prominent member of your clan after yourself. But he also has close ties to the members of your primogen, Hilda McAndrews in particular, but also to a lesser extent Richard Dunham. The interdependence he has cultivated makes him a threat to your interests. It would be very easy for him to bypass your authority if he felt like it. He has many ways of applying pressure. I do not mention here the business of the other members who are dependent on his goodwill, but I am enclosing several documents showing these connections. Is he planning
Someone's
a coup?
a tattletale.
Planning a coup.
Ooh.
There are faint marks on the wall.
Secret bookcase? Use key. Well, we don't have key.
Don't have a key. Warfare, painters, filmmakers, basic business.
Oh, that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's, we have
that's
to pull
what I'm
out the
thinking.
books in specific order. Oh crap.
Big fat dog ass clamp.
Ass clamp. Oh, have you read the volume of Warfare? I want to read that one. Oh, and Century. Century is a great book. Oh, we have plenty
You
of
get the feeling something's missing.
Oh, it's a Resident Evil puzzle.
What belongs on this little thingy?
It's like a coin.
I've always found swans very moving.
Well, except for this one.
Beautiful,
It's a statue.
but full of melancholy.
So we need
It's a nice symbol.
a little circular thing that can go there.
I like how you use the 2 points of deduction to think, some circle goes in this circle hole.
Well, the fact that it isn't just a decoration, I guess, is the game letting us know we actually have a
What
mission
hole
to
does this
find.
one go in? That's right, the square.
So we need a key and something circular. This is where we already were, right?
Jeez.
Where's the rest of her apartment? Stairs or room? We'll do room first.
Yep. Always one level at a time.
Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit. I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
Destruction of Erlance Cardiel.
Does he play support?
Deslin Coates mission report from 1991. Details. As per advance information, your child was found in a warehouse off Offenbach Street. The area was deserted. I entered the premise at approximately 2:20 a.m. While Erlance Cardiel saw me arrive, he seemed to understand what was going on. At first he tried to negotiate, but when I knocked him down, he quickly got up and tried to escape. It was only after he was thrown against the wall, by me or by whom? Why is that in passive voice? That he really understood that only one of us would ever leave the hangar. His head had hit a metal railing many times. It's such passive voice, like, I banged his head into a metal railing, like, someone's protecting.
And then I stabbed his liver.
And then his liver was stabbed. I don't know how it was stabbed, it was just stabbed.
He split me nostrils open and pulled me liver out.
He then stopped moving altogether. I went to get the gas cans I brought with me earlier. After spraying gasoline all over the premises, I set it on fire. I stayed there until the fire was over. Your child is now ancient history.
So, if she has a child she doesn't like, she has it killed.
Yep, she had her child killed. Ooh.
A round swan.
A miniature swan probably
gracious
goes
me.
in.
Where could this possibly go?
Oh, look, there's more books.
I understand better now
Oh,
why
Jesus.
Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead.
My prince. My trip to New Orleans was not for nothing. I was able to learn a lot about Dijon Saika's past. He's the child of one Marie de Richet. If her name isn't familiar, that's to be expected. She is rather ordinary. But interestingly enough, she has ties to the Hartford Chantry. Indeed, not long after her unauthorized embrace, she was sentenced to final death by the Hartford Tremere. Her escape led her to Louisiana, where she met Saika. She embraced him in a voodoo ritual that I didn't understand much about. But It seems that left deep impression on Mr. Psycho, who has been influenced by this magic throughout his existence. It appears that he has come to New England to settle a score with Hartford. I think we could use this to our own advantage, given the arrangements we envision. For example, we could make him part of the Boston court. It shouldn't be too hard to make him your puppet, especially if we promise to solve his problem. He could then be put in contact with the Chantry, perhaps a sleeper agent, or he could take on responsibilities while remaining our puppet. However, if Deneb Osborne were to discover what I have learned, Mr. Psycho's existence would undoubtedly be threatened. It's up to you to decide, however. I think that this is a golden opportunity that would be a shame to pass up. I plan to stay a few more days to clarify some points. I'm sending you this message through a reliable servant, and then I will return to the court as soon as possible. So I guess that's Drury. So, Psycho doesn't like the Hartford Chantry because they killed his friend, or tried to. Is this dark wall here? Just a wall? Okay. I was like, is there a door there? I can't tell. So Hazel used him as a sleeper agent, and she was like, I want you to infiltrate Hartford, and we'll like make an alliance with them. And he was like, no, I don't want to. I hate those guys. And she was like, but please, if you do it, then
I'll buy you more mustard yellow coats.
Yeah, she's like,
right,
then we can get revenge on them. Trust me.
Swan on the thing.
Hold on, I don't want to have to come back in here. This like under the wall lighting makes me think that there's like a hidden passage back there. Hair dryer, makeup, empty jewelry box.
I was about to say, it's like, oh, this is like a vanity, but it's like there's supposed to be like a huge mirror on the wall. It's like, oh, right, doesn't really matter, does
No,
it?
vampires can see themselves in the mirror.
Oh.
I think the game just didn't want to animate
Is there
reflections.
a mirror on the other side? Oh, okay. Oh,
there's a
There's a mirror. Okay.
Trying to see if it's like not reflecting. Remember
Red
last time?
rum? What does that mean?
I hate it when beds are in the middle of the room. Like your pillows always fall off the end.
Why, did you ever have a place that did that?
Remember when we first moved and we didn't have a bed yet, and we just like stuck the mattress in the middle of the room?
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah, that was kind of annoying, wasn't it?
Oh, so
No, we had a mattress. We just didn't have a bed to put it on.
I can't see. What is this? Like a closet?
You can see kind of up there. You're just all up in yourself.
So is this just like a little nook? There's nothing in here?
Yeah, it's Swansong. There's a lot of those.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna go stick my swan on your swan. Maybe the key is inside the swan.
Yo, dog, I heard you like swans. So I got a swan for your swan.
Okay. Place stone swan here. Aw, it's so cute. Aha. The key.
Yay! And now we get to do the book puzzle.
The music just got serious. This key. Okay.
Right. Big fat
I
dog.
wonder
That's
if...
fine.
So push.
Big. Fat.
No.
Not big,
Back.
eager dog. Big. Fat. Dog. Ass. Clown.
That noise. Something moved.
What could have moved? Hi. Ooh. Hey. Ooh.
What?
It's just extreme close up. It's really washed out.
Maybe that nook that had no door in it moved. Does this have a door now?
What's happening?
Well, I guess that wasn't what moved.
Why do vampires have flashlights?
What moved?
Is it downstairs?
Could be. Oh, open. Oh, that's what moved. Okay, start on the right.
So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies?
Dear Jason, as Prince of Boston, you know I'm always looking for opportunities to expand my domain. A few of my counselors have brought an opportunity to strengthen our hold on Boston's nightlife to my attention. I would like you to evaluate the acquisition of a number of venues. A specific list has been attached to this letter. These venues happen to be currently used by Emem Louis, who you do not know very well. She is one of our kind, but I ask you your utmost discretion regarding this matter. Sincerely. So Jason was the guy that got killed, that we were trying to bring back to her.
That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep.
Her conclusions before we even read it
I know,
are
yeah,
very...
spoilers. It's like, wait till we're done reading and then do it.
My prince, I have heard that you fear the departure of my dear sire, Gala Bazori. Indeed, the progressive departure of the eldest among us is a matter of concern, especially when it involves such a loyal and valuable element as Galeb. Nevertheless, I believe I have a way to keep him at your disposal for a while young. My sire is rather infatuated with a promising young woman. He wishes to embrace her more than I have ever seen him desire anything. Then why was he so mean to her earlier, remember?
He's jealous.
And I'm just like, be nice to your girlfriend. Why, you may ask? Why choose to have another child when you already have a child as accomplished as myself? I wouldn't dare to comment on the subject myself and would join you in your question. So, this Shufang, as the object of his desires is named, should be formally presented to you very soon. You know how dear old Bazar stands on tradition. Of course, he will only embrace her when you have given him permission to do so. That is why I suggest you use some obscure excuse, such as overcrowding of Boston, for example, to stall for time. You will understand. If there is anything Galeb is good at, it's understanding princes, even when they make decisions that go against his interests. Ask him for more time, postpone it, or even simply ignore his requests, and he will be all the more ready to prove his worth to you to show he deserves it. I, obviously, do not expect any form of compensation for this advice. The mere act of serving my prince in the court of Boston, of performing my duty, in short, is payment enough for me. Sincerely yours, Beryl Underwood, member of the Primogen Council.
Bazori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash.
Gala Bazori, evaluation by Jara Jory. During Quentin King's reign, Gala Bazori was always above reproach, performing every task assigned him without batting an eye. He's the consummate tool for doing dirty work, as he is cold and efficient. I won't even begin to tell you how many thin-blooded anarchs or descendants he has faced and defeated. Such overwhelming loyalty to your predecessor would suggest that he be sidelined or even removed. Nevertheless, I urge you not to rush down this path. On the contrary, keeping Gala Bazori as close to you as possible seems to me the wisest thing to do. Indeed, his loyalty was not to Quentin King, but to the role of the prince, and today that is you, Miss Iverson. Gala Bazori could quickly become one of your best assets. I remain at your disposal to provide you with the reports on his various missions, but a reading of everything seems unnecessary, as there is far too much of it. Alright, I bet this one's about Leisha.
Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Leisha were to find out...
Dear Miss Iverson, it is with a heavy heart that I confirm that I carried out your orders last night. Halsey is no more. I knew Halsey was a figment of her imagination. Halsey's dead.
Yep.
So you will most certainly experience far less new incidents. I have already made arrangements at the Institute for Leisha because I am certain that she will be shocked and that she will become unwell. While I understand your reasons, with all due respect, I must warn you that Halsey's disappearance will not necessarily result in an increased potential for Leisha to have visions. I will tell Leisha there has been an unfortunate accident, and if required, I will manipulate her memories to avoid the worst. You can count on my discretion, and I will be tomb regarding this matter.
I've never heard tomb being used as like a verb.
Yeah, I will be tomb. Silent is the tomb, I guess.
I mean, I get it, but...
So Dunham. Okay, so that's why Leisha was like put in... She was frozen for like 30 years or whatever, and she was just woken up from her freezing. So Halsey was her daughter, IRL. Halsey became a vampire, then she made her mom a vampire. And then they were both Malkavians, so apparently Halsey was like a little maniac. So Richard has her killed and lies to Leisha about it, and now Leisha is seeing Phantom Halsey, like a figment of her imagination, and Halsey's not real. Which is what I suspected.
It sounds like they just killed her because they thought by doing so it would make her have
No,
more...
it says fear of new incidents. Halsey was causing incidents.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So this is why she focused on the three of us.
So she wants your clubs. She has Caleb on a short leash, and she killed Leisha's kid.
Can I close this
Cover your tracks, Emem.
Yeah, like, why can't I close this locked up thing?
Ugh.
So I guess
The
that's
reason I
everything
call it
there's to find
Swansong,
here.
The Dark Project.
I guess that's it.
It's kind of a small apartment for a prince. I'm really confused about those stairs that lead nowhere. Are you sure they lead nowhere?
Which stairs? That
The
little...
weird nook stairs. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Turn right. Yeah.
Is it stairs or is it just... Oh, yeah, these steps.
What is this?
What is this nook? Okay, if you're watching this video, tell me in the comments what this nook is, because I'm giving up, and I want to know what I very obviously missed with the nook. Please and thank you.
All right, so we snooped around Hazel's room. Great. Now what?
Come on.
The button.
Why is it not giving me a dot? Why can't I leave? Hello? Am I trapped in here? Do I have to put the key back before I can leave?
Maybe? I mean, normally, like, it would just say, like, no, I can't leave yet. I have to do this and this.
Q. Leave the court. Yeah, like, why isn't it
Jump
letting
out the
me...
window. You're immortal. Turn into
There
a
is no
bat.
window. This is like a cube. This is like a 100% safe apartment, right?
Sure.
Do you see any dots?
Wait.
Wait.
I think I was highlighting the keypad from the other side.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was. Swansong.
Hello? I'm stuck. How do I get out of here?
Did we just soft lock the game?
Is there another way out?
I mean, usually if it doesn't let you leave, it's just like, yes, there's more to find here.
Do I have to put the little bird back where I found it?
No, it doesn't care.
Do I have to close this little drawer?
No, it doesn't care.
Like, what do I do?
No, there's got to be more in this apartment because there's no kitchen. Where's her food?
She's a vampire.
No, I guess that's true.
Vampires don't eat food.
Well, I mean, if this was an existing apartment, then that means something must have been the kitchen.
This was built for vampires. This whole place was built for vampires.
Aye.
How do I get out of here? I'm very frustrated. Okay, we've been playing for about 45 minutes, which is a pretty good game, right?
Nobody is like, no, let's keep going. And they're just like, I'm frustrated. Fuck this.
No, I'm stuck. There's literally nothing else I can do.
Hang on.
Are you gonna Google it?
Yes.
How do I get out of Prince Havel Iverson's apartment? Tell me in the comments how to get out of this apartment, because otherwise there will be no more Swansong playthroughs and we will be done with this game. Just taunting me. Well, maybe, wait, so it says leave the court and go to see the Boston Anarchs. Like, how would I leave the court anyway? Like, go back to that main elevator, or can I just say, okay, I'm going on this mission now and I'll poof out of here? Is that what I'm supposed to do? There's no way to, like, select it.
Need to solve the swan puzzle. Iverson's bedroom. This miniature swan. Place it on the pedestal. Get the key. Press the books. And it says, yeah, once you have those 3 things, you are free to leave.
Oh, am I supposed to take them with me?
Can you do that?
Oops.
Oh. Good night, everybody.
Where'd it go? Okay.
No, it just says read.
Yeah, I can't take them.
Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Leisha were to find out...
Yeah. So what it says, once you get those 3 things, then you...
Yeah, then it just says you're free to leave.
Was I supposed to take something? Why can't I leave? Like, the mission updated. Like, see, it did acknowledge that we got it. How do I leave?
It says once you're done, simply take the elevator to finish the level. In compartment underneath the library. Oh, if you managed to save Miley during your time in the apartment, then she would have appeared on the bed. Yeah, it just says take the elevator.
Okay. Google says just take the elevator, but I can't. What should I do? Tell me in the comments what I should do.
Well, we live here now.
I'm gonna get caught in this apartment, I guess. All right, comments, engagement, algorithm. Tell me what to do next. How do you feel, Paul?
Wait, you can see the dot again. Wait. Can you?
Oh,
No.
I lost it.
No, maybe it's like highlighting the paper on the upper floor or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, we broke it. We broke Swansong. Actually, no, we didn't break Swansong. The game broke Swansong.
It's not our fault. We aren't to blame.
I refuse to take blame. Okay.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. If Swansong's over, if we've ruined this game and it's done...
No. We
Hope
can
you have
always
fun.
you can always reload. We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
But until then, screw this game.
Good night.
Good night.